Celtics are 7-3 in Game 5 situations under Casey Jones. And this is the big number. No team in the finals have come back from this deficit.
The Celtics, Dick, have got to really watch the furious tempo of the Lakers early in this first quarter. Not get caught up in that tempo. And the Lakers, conversely, are going to try and run it right down their throats.
Byron Scott for the Lakers, who are seeking their 4th NBA title since 1980. Kareem against Parish. And Bird. He's been murder off the defensive boards in the last 2 games.
The inside game of Boston is their strength. It looks to me like the Celtics are prepared to slow it down and go to that strength.
Kareem on Bird on a switch, knocked away at Celtics ball with 9 seconds remaining on the clock.
When they get the ball into the low post, the big guys of the Celtics have to turn and get the Lakers in foul trouble. Throwaways like that will not do it.
And here is a one-on-one break. Green. And the blocking foul called on Dennis Johnson by Ed Rush. Rush is working in his 12th championship series. And A.C. Green will go to the line.
A.C. Green really is that extra runner-up, and as Dennis Johnson didn't quite have his feet set, I think it was a very good call.
The basket counted, and Green misses the chance for a 3-pointer. Larry Bird ice cold early the last 2 games. And it looks like he wants to get off tonight early.
Either turn to the hoop, Kevin McHale, Robert Parish, or Bird driving. They want to get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in foul trouble. Here's an up fake, and you got to protect against Larry's outside shot. And when you do that, you're vulnerable to the drive.
The foul was on Kareem, and Larry Bird, who has been tremendous from the free throw line, has hit 24 now of 26 from the line in this series. Now increases his percentage well over 90%. Ainge is on Magic. Ainge not giving Johnson the outside shot. Bird is playing a safety position inside. He wasn't quite guarding A.C. Green, sloughing off. Dennis Johnson going strong to the hoop. And a foul called against the Celtics. And Robert Parish, who had 5 personals in game number 4, picks up his first.
Dennis Johnson just cannot afford to drive unless it's a definite easy layup. They've got to control the tempo of the Celtics. Otherwise, they'll run themselves out of the game.
Kareem missing, and Parish the rebound. A minute and a half gone by, and we're all even. Bird picked up by both Johnson and Worthy here. 9 on the clock. Parish has done well posting up against A.C. Green in this series.
A.C. Green too small to stop Parish.
And Byron Scott penetrates nicely for the basket.
That's exactly what Pat Riley wants. After every score the Celtics make, push it up hard at the defense, get the Celtics running on defense.
Danny Ainge. Good switch, Scott, on Dennis Johnson, who hits. Dennis Johnson gets on the kind of streak he had in game 3 when he hit 7 in a row. That could give the Celtics a big boost.
That is the type of shot he must hit to bring out the Laker defense.
Magic with a screen from A.C. Green score. Magic Johnson, who's the leading scorer in this series for the Lakers. And Green was holding McHale.
One of the things so successful in game 4 was the Lakers harassing the passer, cutting down the passing angle of the guard to the low post man.
They got the quickness to do that.
And even with one defender, they were successful with it.
McHale got free inside. And 4 of the 5 Celtic starters have scored. 3 minutes gone by. Worthy and McHale isolated. Green inside against the big Parish, who blocks the shot. And Green gets another chance and is called for the offensive foul.
Green has been running around loose like a bull in a china closet, getting all kinds of rebounds. But that time he warded off Parish with an offensive foul, just trying to get that shot off.
His second foul. McHale, good position inside. Ainge keeps it alive to Bird. Blocked by Kareem. And Bird saves it, but into the hands of Magic, and it's a 3-on-2 break for the Lakers. Magic Johnson all the way. And the Lakers miss the break, and a Laker holding McHale from behind. Byron Scott.
Kevin McHale really hustled up that time to become the third defender, and after the miss was right there for the rebound.
Celtics lead 8-6. Nearly 4 minutes gone by in the first period of a game the Celtics must win to stay alive. Magic forces the turnover. 3-on, 4-on-2 break, and AC Green completes it himself. The crowd is yelling for a charge as Bird went flying out of bounds.
Green is so important in the early part of a ball game to put that speed test on the two Celtic big guys.
Bird with his first outside shot misses. There's McHale. And McHale traveled.
The Lakers are gang rebounding against two of the Celtic big guys. They're turning 3, 4, and sometimes 5 men loose on the defensive glass.
Michael Thompson, who had a terrific offensive game, and as you saw in the open, a good defensive late effort against the Celtics, replaces AC Green. Magic Johnson misses, and McHale the rebound. Dennis Johnson. And Johnson is fouled inside.
Lakers on the fast break, and there's only 2 defenders back there, and there's 4 Lakers, and AC Green has an angle on the hoop, and Bird did not establish position before AC Green was airborne.
Meanwhile, Bird commits his first personal. Team fouls are 3 apiece, and it's been that kind of an even game thus far.
Michael Thompson in the game now for the Lakers slows that team down a little bit. They will not be as fast on that fast break.
But he gives them a lot of experience and the ability to draw that kind of a foul.
His biggest contribution in the prior game, Dick, was defensively against Kevin McHale. That's why he's in there now, too.
Foul is on Danny Ainge, his first foul.
As Kareem's pick on Dennis Johnson, setting Scott loose, and that's a big bump.
Tom, in talking to Pat Riley, it doesn't disappoint him that much to see Michael Thompson in for AC Green, even though he loses some of that speed. Against the Celtic club, he likes what Thompson can do, as you mentioned, defensively inside.
They still have a speed advantage with Thompson in there. With the other 3 players, that's why they're gang rebounding. They feel they can get the board and still beat the Celtics up. Celtics busy sending 3 back to protect against the break. They ought to have the defensive rebound advantage.
Lakers leading for the first time in the game. 4 on the shot clock. And Parish. Ball knocked off of Kareem's foot. Timeout. Boston Garden called by the Celtics.
Now
Larry Bird. Out of bounds, Laker ball. You know, speaking of Michael Thompson, he's been known as a finesse player, but he had worked on weights, and he's definitely stronger now than he was a couple of years ago. He couldn't do that kind of play before.
The shoulders and the arms, plus the legs to balance. You bump guys around with your arms and your shoulders, but you hold position with your legs.
Offensive foul called against Michael Thompson. Larry Bird 0 for 3 so far for the Celtics. Magic picking him up. And once again, Kareem seems to be the man right in the middle. It's a 4-on-3 break, and the Lakers travel. Tommy, so far tonight, the Lakers have missed 2 big advantageous fast breaks.
They can afford to do that, however, Dick. Really, they're concerned more with the pace of the game than perhaps scoring off the fast break. They want to upbeat the game. It's not totally significant how many points they get off the fast break early. It's how many they use.
Dennis Johnson. If he can't get the basket, get the foul. And Kareem has picked up his second personal foul.
Larry Bird is trying to crash the boards, and Michael Thompson just picks him up, and they sandwich him so that he can't get at it. But there was the foul on Kareem as he picked up Dennis Johnson.
Each team with 4 fouls, so the next one will result in a penalty. All the Celtics but Danny Ainge have scored thus far. And James Worthy and Kareem have yet to score for the Lakers starter. We have had tie games at 2, 4, 6, 8, and now 10 apiece.
Danny Ainge trying to slow down Magic Johnson's advance of the ball.
The Lakers look like they're spreading the Celtic defense. They get it in good position to Kareem, who misses inside again. So still 0 for Kareem. And the Celtics trying to take over the lead again. Ainge. Danny Ainge and all 5 Celtics have scored. It's still Lakers ball. And Bird, he gets hot late though and has already made an impression on the boards. He's helping out there.
He's been very streaky offensively in this series.
Worthy hasn't scored. Michael Thompson gets the offensive rebound, and Kareem tips it in for his first points of the game.
When Worthy has the ball in the low post, all the Celtics are kind of concerned about him only, and they forget about Michael Thompson and Kareem sneaking in on the glass.
And a one-shot foul, but since it's the 15th foul against the Lakers, it'll be a shooting situation for the Celtics.
Here's Kevin McHale going out at Worthy, and the next thing you know, there's Michael Thompson over the top of Larry Bird. He puts it back, but Kareem is inside Robert Parish easily. They lose their concentration on the weak side of the court, the Celtics, when Worthy has the ball.
Foul is on Magic Johnson. Lakers are in the penalty, and Larry Bird, who is philosophical about the loss. He says you dream about taking the last shot, and that came very close indeed as the buzzer sounded Tuesday night.
Sure, he did not worry about it. He's made an awful lot of those, as has Magic Johnson.
4.5 to play, opening period. And Magic with the hook shot, and it was taught to him by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There is no guard that is going to defend against Magic Johnson in a low post that can stop that shot.
My partner, of course, a proponent of that shot for many years when he played, but it used to be 25-footers.
Right?
Good pass from Ainge to Robert Parish.
Pat Riley wanted the Celtics to work, to make the Celtics work harder on offense to tire them out.
And we have had 8 ties. Each time one team has scored, the other has tied it up. And with under 4 minutes to play, we're knotted at 16. McHale unties it.
When he gets down that low, it's an easy, quick move to the hoop and a soft, easy shot.
Magic. Rebound McHale. And here's Dennis Johnson, 3-on-2 break for the Celtics, and Larry Bird. That's the biggest lead of the game for either side.
Now the Celtics may be getting ahead here in the first quarter, but the Lakers want this pace the way it is. The Celtics willing to run with them, but they could be paying the price in the fourth quarter.
Tommy, the Lakers are going to bring in 2 more reinforcements while the Celtics have still not gone to the bench. Traveling called against Dennis Johnson. Now, Greg Kite comes in, and that was the man you said at the top the Celtics must use early. And the Lakers will also counter with Michael Cooper and Kurt Rambis. We have a stoppage of play for the moment with 3:03 to go, but no timeout has been called, apparently.
used to try and run Russell out of the low post so he could hook it up once in a while.
Greg Kite is in the game, replacing Robert Parish. We said Cooper and Rambis in, so the Lakers going to their bench quickly. 4-point lead for the Celtics. James Worthy still has yet to score, and the rebound by McHale. Now, Kite came in at 3:03 to go. How do you look at that substitution at that juncture?
It might have been a little late. It'd be easier to cover for him earlier in the game with the 4 fresh starters. And also Parish coming in right about the end of the quarter would help them beat up on some of the low post players of the Lakers.
No basket. There was a foul. And a loose ball foul against Kevin McHale, his first of the ball game. Both teams are in the penalty. Casey Jones, who's had a tough time this year with limited personnel, looking at the injuries to Bill Walton and other players.
As McHale just jamming inside gives Michael Thompson a push from behind, something that McHale thought Michael Thompson did to him on that missed free throw by Kareem.
Celtic lead is 2 with 2:21 remaining in the first period. We've had 8 ties so far. The biggest lead was 4 just a few moments ago. Bird leads the Celtics with 6. Now make it 8. But he's only hit 2 of 7 shots.
I think Bird is really going more for the fouls than he is to try and make the shots.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Worthy still coming up empty. McHale has 8 rebounds. And a foul called against Michael Thompson.
Great effort by Larry Bird on this play. Michael Thompson switches out, takes him so he can't go to the middle, now forces him to his right hand, his strength, and Worthy never got down there to pick him up on the baseline. So his shooting hand was totally free all the time.
Worthy has been ice cold. He's missed 3 shots, and here's Kevin McHale. Jerry Seasting is coming into the ball game for the Celtics. Here's what McHale has done in this series, and to him this is all business. He says what's really serious is the fact that his young son found snapping turtles in his pool yesterday. He says that's a real problem.
That's a real problem.
Series.
That and Danny Ainge's jump shot, he said. Forget the bad foot.
So Seasting replaces Dennis Johnson, and Casey Jones giving Parish and DJ a rest early. Another hook shot drops for Magic Johnson. He's beginning to like that shot.
He's used it extensively in the summer leagues and just brought it to the NBA this season.
1:25 remaining in the first period. Boston by 3. McHale misses a tip. Rambis the rebound. 3-on-3 for the Lakers. Magic. Rambis and Michael Thompson crashing the boards, and then Michael Thompson is fouled. So there's where pressure can help you even if it's 3-on-3.
When you bring 2 guys up behind the initial part of the fast break and they're not covered and you miss the shot, you get a good rebound attempt. Now Magic Johnson kind of gets by Seasting and pushes it at Danny Ainge. Now you watch Rambis come from behind a Michael Thompson. Everybody concerned with the rebound, but they allow Thompson to slip in there. They didn't block him out.
You saw A.C. Green come into the ball game for James Worthy, who has yet to score. Worthy was the leading scorer in the playoffs coming into the series, and he's behind Magic in this one. The foul story. Under a minute to play and 13 on the shot clock. Kite has seen a lot of minutes here. In this first period, 3. Seasting tosses up an air ball. And Magic comes out of the pack 3-on-2. Now 4-on-2 with Rambis a trailer. Pass to Green is missed, and Rambis tips it. And let's see who gets credit for the basket.
Has that speed once again. One man to defend 2, even on the glass. Can't happen.
Rambis gets credit for the basket. Seasting and McHale nearly has it stripped away, and does. And here's Cooper. 3-on-2. We're tied at 23, and now the Lakers can play for the last shot of the period.
Fast fast-paced coach relies on trying to beat you at the end of quarters with that tempo.
Magic Johnson gives the Lakers the lead. We've seen a lot of fast breaks in this period. Bird ties it up. But it's not a high-scoring affair by any means. That's the end of the first period. The score is tied at 25, and we'll return to Boston Garden after this word from your local station. Darren Day is in indeed. There he is, and his minutes have dwindled since the series started. Dennis Johnson is back in there. Scrambled for the loose ball, and it's into the hands of Magic. Cooper pulls up over Day, and Michael Cooper scores his first points of the game, and the Lakers lead by 2. They led it 25-23, and the game has been gone back and forth. Teams have matched baskets in this affair. Parish is hit.
The best matchup for the Celtics to use right now. Whoever is guarding Parish should be under the gun with the ball. He is the man. Let him turn to the hoop.
His big game off the boards was in game number 2. Early in the series, most of his scoring was done early, but in the last 2 games, most of his points came in the second half.
They didn't go to him too early in the games. Mostly they're trying to get Larry Bird off, pick up fouls on the Lakers, and get Kevin McHale's game established.
There's Magic Johnson, who goes out after being hit with his second personal foul. Byron Scott is in there, so it may be time to regroup and tell you that it's Cooper and Scott in the backcourt for the Lakers. Rambis and Green up front with Kareem. Celtics have Seasting, Dennis Johnson, Darren Day, Parish, and Kite. So McHale getting a breather along with Bird right now. And Kareem hits his first sky hook of the ball game.
Conversely, the Lakers will take it right at Kite.
Dennis Johnson using a tight screen. And it's a 1-point game in favor of the Lakers.
Casey Jones has been walking a fine line all season long, trying to keep his players fresh. He hopes while these subs are in, and it did during the season, that they could just hold even.
Parish beats A.C. Green for the ball. And Larry Bird has had his rest. He'll be coming in soon. Darren Day, he's been an effective shooter. He's hit 8 out of 12 against the Lakers in this series. Byron Scott misses right in the hands of Kareem. And he's fouled and will shoot a pair. So not only does Bird come back, Tommy, but James Worthy enters back for the Lakers as well. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who will go to the line, had 2 great defensive games in 1 and 4, and his outstanding play was on the offensive end in the middle 2 games. The foul is on Parish, his second. Jabbar got the Lakers off impressively with a lot of good rebounds and blocked shots in game number 1.
He has been simply amazing in this series. Pat Riley used him so wisely during the season. You'd never believe he was 40 years of age.
Dennis Johnson. Seasting gets a new clock for the Celtics. Larry Bird now with 12 points. He is the Celtics' leading scorer. Magic leads the Lakers with 10. And Bird, with a good defensive job, had a piece of the ball on A.C. Green going up. Celtics by 1. It's been a back and forth affair early here in the second. Bird tried to feed it to Parish. And a timeout call. To penetrate and get the big trailer coming in. Parish for the bucket. Celtics do have in Day and Vincent a couple of quick guys off the bench. James Worthy and Day did a good job defensively there. He passed that test. Scott lost it coming in. And here come the Celtics, 4-on-3. Parish. And the long pass, basket hanging. Kareem comes right back. And Jake O'Donnell signals it was last touched by Byron Scott.
Last part of the shot, Kareem had been basket hanging, but Scott comes right over the top. It was Scott who knocked it out of bounds. It's Celtics basketball.
8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. The Celtics have matched their biggest lead of the game, 5 points. Day one-on-one against Cooper. And here comes Magic, and it's a 4-on-5 fast break for the Lakers. The scoop didn't work for Byron Scott. Bird for 3.
That is a big hoop to help Larry Bird get his head together. He's been having trouble with that outside shot.
Timeout.
This duty play. Let's go back to Dick and Tommy, who I understand also have some stories about wildlife in the garden.
There was a monkey let loose in this building for a full year, and nobody wanted to catch it. It was the fattest monkey, because after every game they come down and eat the peanuts, and they let it alone because they thought it was the leprechaun in disguise.
Must have been from the circus, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Kareem with the sky hook. It's still a 15-6 run, though, that the Celtics have engineered here, and they've done it with Kevin McHale on the bench. Day and Seasting and Kite have all played a role, and so McHale should be fresh coming in now. Parish has yet to miss. He's 5 for 5, and the Celtics lead by 8 points.
The Celtics bench has been very productive. Darren Day and Seasting and Kite in tandem have helped the Celtics get out to this lead.
Another hook shot, and Magic is perfect from that shot. He has 12 points. James Worthy still has yet to score for the Lakers.
I think he's only missed one hook the whole series.
Long rebound and a whistle by Ed Rush. And it's a foul against the Lakers. It'll be their 4th team foul.
No guard can defend Magic, who is 6'9". He's more like a power forward. That's what Danny Ainge says. But look at Dennis Johnson. He only got to about his elbow in trying to defend that shot.
Foul was on Cooper, number 1 on Cooper. Danny Ainge is back in. Seasting goes out. An illegal defense called against the Lakers. That's the warning. The next time will be a technical. Michael Thompson checks back in for the Lakers, and Byron Scott goes out having scored 2. So Scott continues to struggle from the field in this series. McHale misses, and here's Magic Johnson with a 4-on-5. Lakers will play half court. And Magic is dead-eye from outside as it's 7 of 11, most of those from the perimeter, and he has 14.
He has been fantastic with his own offense, and plus the creation of offense for others.
Dennis Johnson sliced in with his body. Worthy goes strong to the hoop, and Ainge knocked it away, and it was last touched by Worthy. So here come the Celtics, and Pat Riley trying to get his big man underway.
You got to get to Worthy before he gets airborne.
Dennis Johnson, and Bird saves it to Parish. Great hustle by Bird. Celtics by 8. We were tied after 1 period. We have 5:35 remaining in the half. And James Worthy is 0 for 5 now.
Great block out by Bird on Michael Thompson to get that rebound.
And the rebound by Michael Thompson on Bird's miss, and this will be a Celtic foul, loose ball variety, and that'll be number 3 on Parish, Tommy.
Here's Bird's hustle. He refuses to accept the fact that he's going to turn the ball over, and I mean, he picks himself up fast after that and still gets up the court to help.
But Robert Parish has picked up his 3rd foul, and Greg Kite comes in. So this will be the time that Kite will have to produce for Casey Jones the way he did in Game 3 when he had 9 rebounds and a dramatic block on Magic. Kareem guarded by Kite. Worthy with the offensive rebound and finally breaks into the scoring column with nearly 5 remaining in the first half.
If you don't double Kareem, there's no reason why the Lakers should be able to get a rebound on the weak side. Everybody on the Celtics were not blocking out.
They're trying to get it to McHale against Michael Thompson. Perfect pass from Larry Bird. He couldn't have choreographed it any better.
Boy, he caught Michael Thompson in half step that time and just got it by him.
8-point Boston lead. Cooper with a 3. And there he goes, Michael Cooper, who has been an incredible 12 of 18 from 3-point range coming into this game, and now he's up that.
When I think of this series, I'm going to think about Magic Johnson's sky hook and Michael and Cooper's 3-pointers.
McHale tries to draw the foul. And here comes Worthy. 3-on-3 for the Lakers. Worthy loses it to Ainge. Dennis Johnson. Under 4 minutes to play, and Dennis Johnson has scored 10 points.
But a key thing, he has not been out of this ball game this half yet, Dennis Johnson. You watch this pass by Bird, and Thompson just caught in between, not enough left to make that loop, and you've got to hold good position until the ball hits you before you can release the defender, and McHale did his part.
Scott replaces James Worthy. Byron is 1 for 3. The foul was on Danny Ainge, his second. Michael Cooper off the screen. Cooper, despite also setting a record in Game 2 with 3-point field goals. Tied a record with 8 assists in the second period. McHale has a shot chopped away by Kareem. And Bird fouled by Cooper from behind.
These two teams are so admirable, Dick, with their grittiness. I mean, the Celtics have showed it through 2 rounds, taking Milwaukee and the Pistons to 7 after injuries and sicknesses and all kinds of things. And the Lakers kind of had an easy vacation till they got to this round, but they sure showed me something in Game 4 when they played that real tough defense and took some real physical blows from the Celtics.
They showed that they could play a Celtic tempo game and win at it.
Yes, and they really banged the boards, and they're banging the boards again here tonight, which is going to be the big factor in who wins this game. And that man we're looking on the bench had a field day on the board in most of the series.
But he's on the bench with 3 personal fouls, Robert Parish, after having scored 13. So the Celtic lead is 7. Nearly 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Kareem trying to go to town against Greg Kite. And a whistle. And now the Celtics are called for an illegal defense, so each team has been cited once.
You know, Kareem is so smart. He starts a little dance act. Watch. Greg Kite really brings a load with him. Make sure that he gets to that position. But Kareem is so smart. He gets you going one way, and then he just swoops back for that hook shot right at the spot he wants.
Magic Johnson with a rare miss from outside. And Danny Ainge gives the Celtics their biggest lead of the game with a no-look scoop shot. 55-46. Magic has the shot blocked. McHale. Dennis Johnson. Kite. And there was a foul. And a foul was called. Timeout called against the Celtics. Kite with the trainer and the team physician here's what happened. He went up to try to block this attempt by Dennis Johnson. And in the follow-through, watch what happened as he went across over Dennis Johnson's knee. It may have been two knees colliding. In any event, Michael Cooper gingerly has gotten up and is slowly walking to the bench.
Hyperextended it, but he's walking, which normally can be a problem with those type of things.
And he's going to the dressing room.
And Cooper is a big cog in the Laker attack.
This is an interesting statistic. The Lakers, who make their living on the fast break, have been outscored 11-2 by the Celtics in this period.
The significant thing for the Celtics is that they used their bench significantly while they were building up those fast break points. Darren Day, Dennis Johnson, and Danny Ainge and Jerry Seasting really got the run into the Celtics attack.
The lead is 9, biggest of the game for the Celtics, winding down to 2 minutes remaining in the first half. We had a tie after one period. 3 on the shot clock. That's not the kind of shot Kareem likes to take.
The double team just forced him to the jumper.
Dennis Johnson did not get a good pass from McHale. Bird left open for the 3. Kite crashes the boards, and Ainge can't hold on. But Tommy, the complexion of this game looks very much like it looked in Game 3 when the Celtics came back after losing the first 2.
Yes, they've got the Twin Towers in there now, the Lakers, and they're having trouble scoring. Kite and Kevin McHale are doing a pretty good job down in that low post.
Kite bodying Kareem, leaving Scott open. And that's the kind of shot that Scott always hits in the forearm. Worthy yelling for a foul, doesn't get it, and now the Celtics are called for their 15th foul, which will send the Lakers to the line. Byron Scott is a different shooter at the Forum and at Boston Garden, and these are the dramatic numbers. He scored over 20 in the first 2 games, hasn't hit double figures in the last 2.
Well, some ball players just have bad buildings. It looks like the leprechaun got to him. Although, and they must get some good outside shooting for him. Otherwise, the Celtics will really gamble off him and use an extra defender to stop up the inside game of the Lakers.
The foul was on Larry Bird, his second. Both teams are in the penalty with 1:14 remaining. And there's the Boston lead. And they've done it with basically the bench coming in and McHale getting a rest, and Parish, who's on the bench with 3 fouls. McHale, good position, low post. And he'll shoot a pair. And that'll be 3 on Kareem. So the starting centers each have 3 personal fouls, and Kurt Rambis gets off the bench and will replace the captain.
Celtics made a real determined effort to get the Lakers in foul trouble. They are taking it to the hoop in every which way. And particularly McHale and Parish are turning in instead of fading away.
Here's Kurt Rambis, who's going through frustrating times. Lost his job because Pat Riley wanted to go with the quicker AC Green. Riley's job is, or I should say Rambis, is to crash the board. Under a minute now. Worthy and Scott each with only 1 basket.
And Michael Thompson has to get inside and start to get on that offensive glass and not hang around on the perimeter when he's playing the center spot.
The Celtics can establish their biggest lead, and as I say that, a foul is called. And Danny Ainge. Let's see who gets called for the foul. No, it's Byron Scott, and we have a technical foul as well. Let's go to James Brown with a report on Michael Cooper, JB.
All right, Dick, right now the report is inconclusive. Gary Vitti, the Laker trainer, came out and said it was, in fact, his right knee. They aren't sure how serious it is. You remember Michael Cooper tore up that knee very badly as a kid, and as a matter of fact, the doctor was concerned whether or not he will walk again, so they are examining it.
Byron Scott was hit with the personal, then the technical, and Larry Bird.
Yes! Way to go, Joe!
That's Joe Crawford, who's the alternate.
As throwing an elbow at Kite, and that is a no-no in the NBA. That's what they're trying to protect, is all that emotion getting wild and leading to more than just face looking at and eye stare downs, but fisticuffs.
First round action. Now the Celtics with a 60-48 lead, their biggest. 16 on the shot clock, so Boston will get possession again before the end of this half. Unless the Lakers get their own miss. Worthy over McHale. 5 seconds to go. A big first half no matter what happens here for the Celtics. And Danny Ainge hits the three. Wow. It's gone their way so far, Tommy.
Big rebound by Kite, and now you watch Ainge just launch it from like one step over half court, and anybody can hit an outside shot like that. It's Danny. He's got the rhythm for the three-pointers.
A 38-point second period for the Boston Celtics. And that's the end of the first half with the score. Boston 63, LA 48. And Brent Musburger will be back with the Prudential at the half after this message.
Assistant coach, if the Lakers are losing confidence, he said, no way. We'll see in the second half. Back to you, Dick.
All right, JB and Tommy, and they have nearly doubled them in points and in rebounds. So that's been the Celtics' strength. Coming off the screen is Larry Bird. The Celtics lead by 15 points. They led by 8 at halftime in the last game. Robert Parish with 3 fouls misses, and there's McHale with an offensive rebound attempt, and out of the pack comes Magic Johnson and Scott. 2-on-2 now for the Lakers, and Scott slows it down. And Worthy from Magic Johnson, and James Worthy was 1 for 9 in the first half.
Celtics have played Magic Johnson one up in that low post. That time they doubled him, and that's what can happen. Easy layups when you double Magic down there.
Steal by A.C. Green, 3-on-3, but Dennis Johnson effectively stopped him. Now Magic, the second man through. Celtics actually had more fast break points than the Lakers in the first half, and that's the big surprise.
They are up pacing the game themselves, and Casey Jones, with all those substitution minutes in the first half, can afford to upbeat the game.
So the key was the bench, where Greg Kite played 10 minutes, quality minutes in the first half.
He has to play about 15 minutes in this series in order for the Celtics to win every game. 15 good minutes.
A.C. Green. And Ainge for 3. That would have gotten the crowd really roaring. He hit the three-point shot at the end of the first half. Magic Johnson with a runner, and it looks as if Magic wants to take command here for the Lakers.
He always does. Tries to get them untracked with his own offense and also creating for others. Nobody better at it.
Bird, and there's a Laker foul inside as Worthy tried for the steal. Let's take a look now at the minutes. You remember that the Celtics starters were over 40 in game number 4, but only 2 players were over 20 minutes. And the same for the Lakers. So Casey Jones effectively went to his bench, and it paid dividends. But just about 2 minutes gone by here in the third period.
Who builds the best family wagons in America? 200 owners of Ford and GM cars compared Dodge Caravan and Plymouth Voyager with new V6 power to Ford Aerostar and Chevy Astro. After judging 45 important features, they rated Chrysler's front-wheel drive family
finals. And this deft display of thievery against Larry Bird is one reason we can say, good hands, Isaiah. That's the Allstate Good Hands Award. And remember, you're in good hands with Allstate, a member of the Sears Financial Network.
Need to calm down. The Pistons, if they're going to outpace this game, really have to control their emotions.
Hold it, Barney. Hold it. What's going on at your house?
They had it diagnosed for a couple of games, but it looks like Parish went to the film room during that suspension.
Wait till the fellas down at work get a load of this. Barney's wife taking judo lessons to protect him.
All right, abba-dabba-doo, Dick, abba-dabba-doo.
It took a long time to find the man. It's distinctive.
Abba-dabba-doo, Dick. Where's Dino? Did you see Barney?
I saw Barney.
All right.
Tell you, Fred, though, couldn't do this game. He'd have problems with the matchup. Celtics 13-point lead. Parish gets an easy 2.
Kareem got lost in the defense that time. Made a mistake.
And again, a 15-point lead for the Celtics. That was their biggest lead, the lead they had at the half. Magic goes strong to the hoop and is fouled. Let's see if Parish is involved. He has 3 personals. And it is. Robert Parish now has picked up personal foul number 4.
Back pick on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Danny Ainge, and Kareem does not fight over the top quick enough. Parish all alone.
And Tommy, you said Greg Kite should play about 15 minutes to be effective sub off the bench, and he may have to play a lot more than that because of the foul trouble of Parish now.
One of the things that allowed Boston to be so effective with their big people all season long is the fact that Parish and McHale seldom got into foul trouble.
Keep in mind, Bill Walton of no use to the Celtics this year after playing in 80 games last season. And as everyone said, if the Celtics have problems with injury with one of their 2 centers, they could be in trouble. Here they are in the NBA Finals.
Well, Greg Kite will have to play some super basketball now.
Bird. Left-handed. Larry Bird with 22 points.
And he's just taking it right into the teeth of the Laker defense.
Worthy from Magic Johnson. And he was just lurking there at the baseline, 8 feet from the basket.
Magic Johnson always has his eyes on James Worthy to see if he's got a half a step on anybody.
Danny Ainge over Scott misses. And Worthy had a slow start the other night, wound up with 21. Here's a 3-on-2 break. Magic again, and Kareem. AC Green double teamed. Worthy coming up into the play. Scott for 3. He has yet to hit. And AC Green follows up. Byron Scott is now 0 for 9 from 3-point range. But now the lead is 11.
They come at you with that fast pace, and they keep you moving before you can get your defense set up. They take the shot, and on the misses, you can't block them out.
And that's what Casey Jones will tell his team. You got to block out, or this lead will evaporate in a hurry.
Green uses his feet, slides by, and at the right instant just slips into the great position for the offensive rebound and a hoop. The Celtics will need good blocking out and some rebounding from their guards to stop this run by the Lakers,
who have the edge in offensive rebounds, and they did 15-9 in the last game. So they turned around a trend that showed the Celtics controlling the offensive glass. See how the Celtics respond with their lead cut to 11. Worthy on Bird. Air ball, rare, without a man in his face. And here's Magic pushing it up.
Worthy was hanging right on his shooting hand.
Worthy over Bird, and the Lakers have scored 6 in a row, and it's a 9-point game with plenty of time. Third period.
McHale is being guarded by AC Green, and the Celtics have not really gone to him.
Scott on Bird for the moment. Ainge with Green on him goes for 3. Danny Ainge against the bigger AC Green hits the 3 anyway. Scott going strong to the basket. And Kite blocking, getting the rebound.
Kite with his fast feet got back and jammed up the middle on Scott.
from Ainge. Kite just really can't generate any kind of an offense inside. Magic, Worthy, Green, great passing, touch passing by the Lakers on that break.
Look at that. 4 men get up there so fast. There is no cure for that but speed and anticipation.
Still haven't seen Michael Cooper, who said he would try it here in the third period, sitting on the edge of the Laker bench. Danny Ainge hits his third three-point shot. And Ainge is keeping the Lakers at bay here with his long-range bombing. Kareem going in. Fouled by Kite.
Here's some great passing by the Lakers. Scott over to Magic, to Worthy, and then to A.C. Green, who was the 4th man up, but it really was the 2nd man up. That's his speed in action helping the Lakers.
Kite with his 3rd personal. 2nd on Boston. Scott hits his 2nd basket of the game and his first three-point shot of the series after 9 misses. And it's a 10-point game once more. So now these teams trading three-point shots nearly halfway through the third.
Celtics have changed their defensive scheme against Magic in the low post.
They switch. Kite crashes the boards, and here's a 4-on-2 Laker break. Byron Scott. And now it's an 8-point game. Scott and all the Lakers like to come wide on the wing for that shot.
That opens up an easier passing angle.
McHale guarded by Green. The Celtics want to take advantage of that one. And Green is called for his 4th personal foul.
I don't know why Boston has not really been looking for McHale a lot more. He's got the good spot. Green does have a terrible time trying to keep McHale out of there. Michael Thompson much better.
And he's coming in.
And he will be in momentarily.
This is the kind of a series, Tommy, where you just can't take a chance with a matchup that doesn't work. Day was on Worthy the last game, and he couldn't guard him in one play. Out he came. Green can't handle McHale, and Michael Thompson is in there in a hurry.
Both teams very, very good at spotting those matchup advantages.
John Havlicek and Henry Finkel watching from the runway. And a steal by Ainge. Worthy knocks it off of Dennis Johnson. Let's see if he was out of bounds. It is going to be Lakers ball. Great play by James Worthy here.
Danny Ainge steps in beautifully and then turns it up a notch up the other end, but unfortunately for the Celtics, he threw the ball away.
5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third. Rapid pace third period. Kareem tips in his own miss, and once again the Lakers come within 8 points of the Celtics. Dennis Johnson. Biggest lead for the Celtics was 15 at halftime, and they maintained it in the early moments of this period. Worthy fakes Kite, and now James Worthy has 10 points after scoring 2 in the opening half.
Yeah, but Magic made that happen.
Ainge in three-point territory, tries again and hits again. He's got 4, and he knows that Cooper's record is 6, and Cooper is going to come back in the ball game. He's at the scorer's table now. Worthy with the quick step, and that was emphatic over Kevin McHale.
Nobody gets the one dribble drive faster to the hoop than Worthy.
Dennis Johnson gets it up before Kareem could get a piece, and this is end-to-end basketball here with under 4 minutes to play in the third. A sizzling pace in game number 5. Boston by 11. Kareem with an air ball on a 3. And Worthy misses outside. Dennis Johnson's been the long rebound, and Magic gets by Johnson and McHale. And and lays it up.
McHale is starting to wither a little bit with this pace. That is an important factor for Boston with Parish on the bench.
This pace is too much for the Celtics. McHale lays it in. Now we're going to have to wonder whether they can last when they get to the fourth.
Boy, it's been some kind of pace for the Celtics to go and hold on in the fourth quarter without Robert Parish being in there.
On the bench with 4 fouls is Parish. And Worthy has the ball knocked away. Haynes will go to the line and shoot a pair. What a pace by both teams.
James Worthy, but look at this quickness and speed and leaping ability just overpower McHale. That's James Worthy. When you face up, it's as for the priest and the blindfold. Here's McHale, and a great move because he got the superposition with one step. He could use the other side of the basket. What offensive play by both those, because he's got to keep track of Worthy, try to get back there so Bird doesn't have to guard him. That's a hard run for McHale to try and make all the time.
Danny Ainge with a big night from three-point range. Michael Cooper set the record on game 2 with 6, and Cooper is into the ball game with the support on his right knee. He suffered a hyperextended right knee before the end of the half.
This is the fast unit, the press unit that Pat Riley has in here that was so effective in game 3.
Best defensive unit, so you can expect a trapping defense by the Lakers, and that helped bring them back in the last game, and they were down by 16. So far they haven't shown it. 2:25 remaining third. Celtics by 13. Their lead was cut to 8. 5 on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson with another big night, just as he had in game 3.
Another Johnson in the low post, only this time Dennis Johnson.
Worthy misses, and Bird with under 2 minutes to play. And the Celtics will try to establish their biggest lead of the game if they can score here. Kite has his shot blocked by Michael Thompson, but Dennis Johnson has 5 seconds to try. It's a 3. Long rebound, Cooper.
And this unit is slowing it down. They have decided to go to Worthy in their half-court offense rather than use the speed for fast break.
His three-point shot doesn't go. 1:20 on the clock. Lakers had cut a 15-point lead to 8, and then the Celtics turned it on again. Kite is fouled by Cooper. There's the total rebound story. Dennis Johnson goes out with a well-deserved ovation after establishing his playoff high of this year in the previous game.
But DJ, more importantly, needs to get his legs underneath him for the hard charge that you would expect from the Lakers in the fourth quarter.
Tommy, Fred Roberts is going to come into the ball game for the first time. Kite 1 of 2. And the Celtics with their biggest margin of 16 with a minute to play, third period. Michael Thompson, low post, foul by Kite. That's his 4th foul, and the Celtics' 4th team foul. And here's Fred Roberts in the ball game. McHale goes out. Well, he can keep the running pace up for the Celtics.
Yes, and defensively, he'll be in there more than likely to guard James Worthy.
And Bill Walton, who did not play in the last game, has come in for Greg Kite. So the Celtics playing this game differently than the last game when they did not go to their bench, going deep this time around.
Very important that the Celtic guards have their legs underneath them in the fourth quarter. Teams have taken the Celtics inside game away and said to the Boston guards, prove it to me you can beat us in the fourth quarter.
Jones forced to go to Walton because Kite and Parish have 4 fouls. The lead is 14, but this Laker team has been known to explode. Double, there's the trap. Ainge with a 3. That's 5 for Danny Ainge, 1 short of Cooper's record. Worthy against Roberts. Bird, 10 rebounds. On the shot clock. Celtics can practically play out the period. Pick and roll to Walton. No basket. That does it. The crowd's going wild. For the Boston Celtics over the LA Lakers after 3. And we'll return to Boston Garden after this word from your local station. Game 6 Sunday at 3:30 Eastern time. But the Lakers didn't come out sharp today, and Tommy, the Celtics took it away early. Even though the score was tied, they seem to have the legs tonight.
And I think Casey Jones has done a remarkable job in the first 3 quarters of utilizing his people off the bench.
The Celtics had their 15-point lead cut to 8. They went wild the last 5 minutes of the 3rd period. Ainge and Seasting the guards. Walton, Roberts, and Bird up front. Seasting hit.
2 good plays by Bill Walton. Bad feet and all. A tap pass to set Seasting up.
Forced to play with the 2 other centers, Parish and Kite, on the bench with 4 personals apiece. Walton comes out, and Michael Thompson. Magic read that perfectly. Has he made any bad decisions in the series?
Not one, I'll tell you. And when you double him, you are going to pay a price.
Bird working against Michael Thompson. And A.C. Green is held. And a loose ball foul against Fred Roberts. Danny Ainge goes out with 21 points, including 5 from 3-point range. Dennis Johnson got a good rest.
Every once in a while, the Celtics will slow down in the 4th quarter and only get into their set offense around the 13-14 second mark. They've got to get into their set offense sooner than that.
Basket counts and a foul, and Tommy, it looks as if Michael Thompson is the key man inside for post-ups for the Lakers right now.
The post-up moves inside coming up against Walton, who really has trouble just getting in the game to walk up and down the court, let alone fight for a low post position. But his intelligence on knowing what to do inside, very important right now.
Walton with his first foul, and Parish gets off the bench. And Casey Jones calls a timeout. So the Lakers have sliced some of that lead off. It's now 4. Right now, let's go upstairs to the rafters to James Brown with you-know-who.
All right.
He's stirring the cauldron.
Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn at Boston Garden. Plenty of time to go in the 4th period. The Celtics lead by 14. Parish back in the game. And the rebound by Magic Johnson. Cooper tries a 3 and hits. And the lead now, with L.A. scoring 8 straight points, is 11.
They are explosive.
Tommy, obviously the Celtics have an edge in fast break points, but they don't want to take any chances. They'll use the clock, but I guess not too much of it.
You've got to be very careful. You can't sit on a lead for under 10 seconds. You got to take a good shot within 10 seconds.
Michael Thompson, the rebound, surrounded by Celtics. Cooper long to Scott, and Magic got in the way. They got it confused, and an easy Laker basket doesn't happen. Dennis Johnson misses. McHale puts it in. Big turnaround rebound there. 4-point situation.
Celtics should not get carried away now. Search out the good shots. Nothing but good shots. And the Lakers really have to play good defense here and take good shots themselves, usually from the outside, maybe three-pointers to get back in.
Scott missed.
Their inside game not there with Kareem on the bench and Worthy on the bench.
13-point lead. Parish. And it's off the knee. It'll be Lakers ball, and into the ball game is James Worthy for the Lakers and Ainge for Boston.
4-point turnaround, a Laker muff as Scott and Magic just collided and Bird, but here's a nice pick by McHale against Thompson that allows Dennis Johnson to...
Scott leaves the ball game. Kareem has had a very long rest on the bench. Magic buries one. And again, it's an 11-point game with 8:35 remaining, and there we may look at a trap 1-3-1 now by the Lakers. And here it is. McHale is pushed. The basket, no, says Jake O'Donnell. He detected a foul before the shot.
When you use an aggressive defense like the Lakers are going to do, you've got to be very careful about the foul situations, but it seems that the more aggressive you get, the less fouls they call on you.
Dennis Johnson short with it. Worthy quickly to Magic. It's a 4-on-3 break for the Lakers. And A.C. Green might have touched it last, and Ed Rush says no. McHale arguing the point, so it's still Los Angeles ball.
That speed now can become very evident for the Lakers.
They've got a speed team out there, and their press unit on defense. 9 on the shot clock. Michael Thompson takes too many steps.
Here's Magic Johnson now. The play in question, did it go off of Bird? Yes, it did, and not A.C. Green.
All 5 Celtic starters have scored in double figures, led by Bird with 22 and Ainge with 21. Parish playing with 4 fouls.
They have not used Robert Parish in that low post, and he's being guarded by A.C. Green.
5 on the shot clock. Ainge. Parish is fouled before the shot. That'll be the second team foul against the Lakers.
There was an unshooting foul.
Kareem coming back in. He's had a long rest. There's the shooting story. Lakers red hot this period.
This was the quarter in the last game that Red Auerbach got a little hot about, claiming that during this press that the Lakers threw on them, they committed a lot of fouls and weren't called.
Magic committed his 4th foul right there, and McHale is fouled. And Michael Thompson, he has 4 personal fouls. 3rd on the Lakers. The Celtics have 2 team fouls with 7:31 left.
The Celtics missed a golden opportunity while A.C. Green was in there to go to Robert Parish a lot more than they did. He only got 1 shot.
So it's McHale, Bird, Parish, Ainge, and Johnson, the starting 5. The Lakers have Cooper, Magic Johnson, Michael Thompson, Worthy, and Kareem. The foul story, and 5 players with 4 personals in the game. Michael Thompson hits a short jumper, and the lead is 10, 101-91.
Does he know how to draw the defense, Magic Johnson, and get it to a good shooter?
Bird with a drive, tipped up, no good.
There it is, Larry Bird driving by Kareem, and McHale and Bird actually tipping it while it's over the cylinder. That's goaltending.
under 7 minutes to play, and the Lakers trying to narrow the margin under 10. Magic from Worthy, and now it's an 8-point game. Tommy, with the Celtics starters be getting fatigued, they did go to their bench in this game.
I don't think they're getting fatigued, but the Lakers are really playing some great offense and getting better shots at their half-court offense than the Celtics are right now.
Bird is fouled. That's the 4th team foul against the Lakers. One more, and they're in the penalty. And a timeout.
Giving that extra effort makes winners. Be all you can be. Sponsored by the U.S. Army. Every fast break needs that one man who can properly fill the lane. Such an athlete must have the speed to catch darting teammates and wisely position himself for trailing passes. He then endorses the play with his personal guarantee of 2 points. By filling the lane, James Worthy has developed to be the best he can be.
Was graduated today from Harvard Law School, and a very proud father is William Felton Russell today.
Very distinguished father with a gray mustache.
The fast break points still favor the Celtics, who had a big lead of 19 points a minute into this final period, and since then the Lakers are on a 14-3 run.
They've got to score 4 baskets to make themselves feel a little bit more comfortable. And here's the guy that can do it.
Robert Parish.
That's what went on in the huddle. Casey Jones said, get it to Parish.
Michael Thompson on a screen. 8 on the shot clock. And Bird knocks it away.
Here's a good matchup for the Celtics. Thompson can guard McHale, but Parish a little bit too big for him. Good spin move right off, and a cram shot. And that's the guy they ought to be looking for coming down the stretch.
4 on the clock. Kareem hits the skyhook. Keep in mind, he's arrested Colt.
And he is so good at hitting those shots coming down the stretch.
And a foul away from the ball, and that will put the Lakers in the penalty. It'll be a 2-shot situation.
Here's Larry Bird trying to rub Worthy off, and Kareem steps out and stops Larry Bird's penetration. That's one of the ways you deny a man an easy cut to the hoop. Little bump, but they caught Kareem.
A rare miss for Larry Bird from the line. Kareem now joins the 4 personal foul club. Bird with 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you shouldn't be surprised in a game with the Celtics trailing 3-1, facing elimination. They lead by 9.
I would never feel comfortable with the Lakers unless I was over 10, coming down with 3 minutes to go.
That'll be the 3rd team foul against the Celtics, and Ainge against Magic Johnson. And if the Celtics win, we go back to L.A. for Game 6 Sunday at 3:30 Eastern Time. If the Lakers come back and win, they're the world champs. Magic missed. Ainge. Dennis Johnson alertly tips it in.
That was a heads-up play by Kevin McHale and Dennis Johnson.
The rebound, the throw, and the tipping. And Kareem works his way in. And it's down to 9 again.
They have not doubled Kareem when he has swooped into that lane. Celtics were doing that very nicely in the last ball game.
5 minutes to play, 4th period. 2 former Minnesota Gophers. What a pass. McHale to Parish.
He drew a triple team, and he made 2 of the Lakers leap, and then he found Parish beautifully.
Timeout, L.A. Shooting was outside. Tonight, their last 5 baskets have been inside. And Dennis Johnson reaching in. That'll be the 4th team foul against the Celtics.
They created a mismatch. The Lakers. Worthy was being guarded by Dennis Johnson, and Magic picked it up.
hook. Parish. Now the Celtics will try to use the clock, but as Tommy says, not too much of the clock.
No, you've got to come up with a good shot. Go into your offense so that you're taking a shot around 8 seconds, and then if you get really hampered or harassed at the 8-second mark, you still can make one pass for a good shot.
Dennis Johnson hit with 6 seconds to go. He has 20 points, and now it's a 13-point lead, and time beginning to become a factor for the Lakers. Under 4 minutes to play. Kareem gets his own rebound and makes good on another sky hook.
Dennis Johnson is advancing the ball just right. 20 seconds. Hold it out there. Get into their offense about 18 seconds. They got more options to go through. That makes the Lakers defense work a little harder.
But the Lakers won with their defense down the stretch in this kind of format in game number 4, and they've got to tighten it up here. Parish is at 10 of 12 tonight. Worthy. 13-point lead. Dennis Johnson. And Larry Bird did the job. Got the ball away, headed for Kareem. The Celtics are salting this one away. McHale bounced it into the hands of the wrong man. Magic nails a 3. And it's 116 to 102.
Still, if I were Casey Jones, not feel comfortable because the Lakers can't come back with those 3-pointers.
Well, the Celtics turned the ball over late in the game last game, and if they do that here, they'll be in a lot of trouble. But McHale is fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul because the Lakers are in the penalty.
Dennis Johnson really hustled up, and Bird knew that Kareem was free, and just because Dennis Johnson made the good move, look at Bird hustle there just to distract Kareem, and Dennis Johnson just another great hustle play like he did in that game against the Pistons, in the right place at the right time.
In the NFL, they call that face guarding, but that's a smart play. And Bird goes out. 23 points. Darren Day, you saw come in for him.
Casey Jones in this ball game did a great job of rotating his bench. He got people in at the right time, and the fatigue factor never developed for the Celtics for the Lakers to capitalize on. And Greg Kite has to be handed a little bouquet for what he did there. Not great offense, but boy, did he run back and help stop the fast breaks.
And if the Celtics win, and it looks like they will, Kite played a major role in their 2 wins at home. Michael Thompson is fouled with just under 2 minutes to go. So the Lakers sorely wanted to end it tonight and have the satisfaction of beating the Celtics in deciding games, both in '85 and in '87 in championship encounters. But instead, Pat Riley's crew will have to come back and try to win it at home, and they sit with the comfort of knowing that the next 2 games will be at the Forum.
You know, the measure of the Celtics, the gritty team, that they've gone through those prior rounds and had to play super extra hard. And you would think, hey, why the psychological challenge of trying to beat the Lakers, a great team out there twice in a row, you'd think, hey, they wouldn't play as hard in this game, but they sure have, and they always will.
Tommy, they came out playing a lot harder than the Lakers, who had a chance to end it.
That's right.
Michael Thompson is short. Ames the rebound. 1.5 minutes to play. But the Lakers still have the lead in this series. They still need 1 more.
This crowd is going to send them off to Los Angeles.
Dennis Johnson is fouled by Wes Matthews. And here come the bench. McHale goes out. Parish goes out. All 5 Celtics starters scored 20 or more points tonight. On Sunday, we hope you join us for the final round of the manufacturer's Hanover Westchester Golf Classic, and then at 3:30 Eastern Time, Game 6 of the 1987 NBA Finals from the Forum. The Lakers leading 3-2. But also keep in mind that the Celtics have lost 6 consecutive road games in the playoffs. They lost their last game in Milwaukee, all 3 at Pontiac against the Pistons, and the first 2 games of the series by wide margins to the Lakers.
A Forum, the Lakers sure do feel comfortable in the Forum.
Adrian Branch in the game, along with Matthews, as we said, Mike Spreck, the big guy. Dennis Johnson goes out, replaced by Seasting. Team high, 25 points and 10 assists. So in both Celtic victories, Tommy, Dennis Johnson and Greg Kite played pivotal roles.
Dennis Johnson really, when he hits that outside shot, really does something to Riley's game plan and makes him change his defensive scheme. They can't use Magic Johnson to jump back in there and help on the gang rebounding. Stops their fast break a little bit, too.
Minute to play. Sam Vincent. And Mike Spreck, the rebound. Wes Matthews. And he's fouled.
Time, quarter by quarter, and the crowd is going to send them off here to L.A. If they can't be there, they're going to make their message felt now.
And for the last time this season, you'll hear the chant, beat L.A. Connor Henry. Kite. Seasting. Roberts. Fouls 1 and 2 are anticipated the biggest of all parties in Game 6.
I think they're going to see a different Celtic team than they saw in 1 and 2. I think the Celtics were reeling from injuries and also from the exertion of playing a 7-game series against the Pistons. The Celtics have their heads into the series now.
And they may see a better Laker team, different Laker team than they saw tonight. That was Green. The Celtics beat them on the fast break. And we go back to L.A.